So, hello, my dear students. Hope you're all safe and good. So, I just want to ask you a question before starting the session. So, can you able to hear me? Am I visible and audible to all of you? And just let me know in the chat box whether my screen is also visible to you. So, hi, Suresh and Jeevan. Can you hear me? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Suresh. Okay, let's start with the today's session. Yes. So, myself, Anandi, and I'm your chemistry faculty, okay, for Enable Plus program here in Avanti Fellows. So today we are going to discuss about the program, okay, about the NEET and JEE programs and exams and some topics, weightage topics and some other related things, okay. So we'll go with the JEE mains first. So about JEE mains, so in a developing country like India, so almost most of the students has an ambition to become an engineer, right? So if you want to become a successful engineer, you have to get admission in a renowned engineering institute, right? So what is a way to get admitted, to get the admission in the eminent institutions like NITs and ITs? So you have to crack the JEE mains exam, right? That is the only way to get admissions in the most eminent institutions. Got it? And about the JEE mains, about NEET. So most of the students in India has ambition to become a doctor also. To get admission in an eminent institution like AIMS and some government medical colleges, you have to crack the NEET exam. So these two are the criterias for a student to get into a renowned medical institution and engineering institutions, right? So now, here we are going to discuss about the JEE mains and NEET class-wise distributions and the syllabus for JEE mains and NEET and the books that you have to follow for both, etc., etc. Okay. So coming to the class-wise distribution, first of all, for both the exams. So from class 11, so there are 45% of questions asked for both the exams. And for class 12, it is 55%. Okay. So almost both are having the equal proportions only, just 5 plus or minus 5 for both. And coming to the exam pattern and mark distribution for JEE, coming to the exam pattern and mark distribution for JEE. So the JEE mains exam consists of maths, physics, and chemistry. So these three are the subjects in your JEE exams. And the paper consists of two sections for each subject, section A and section B. Okay. So section A consists of 20 questions and you can attend all the 20 from there. And section B consists of 10 questions, out of which you can attend only 5. So totally you're going to attend 20 plus 5, 25 questions. Okay. So for all the subjects. And the mode of examination is computer-based test. The duration is 3 hours for this exam. And since we are having 30, 30, 30 in each of the subjects, we have 90 questions and we are attending only 25 from each subject. So 3 into 25 becomes 75. Okay. So out of 90 questions in your question paper, you are going to attend only 75 questions. Got it? And if you are attempting the correct answer, you will get 4 marks for each question. And if you are attempting a wrong answer, so from your total score, -1. You will get 1 minus. Okay, you will get a negative mark from that. Suppose if you are attending 50 questions, okay, out of the 75, you are attending 50. So, and out of 50, only 40 are correct. So the remaining 10 are wrong. Okay. So your mark will be 40 into 4, which is 160. And so 10 you got wrong, no? So from this 160, 10 will get subtracted. Okay. And your final result is 150. So this is your score. Got it? And if you are not attempting any question, it doesn't fetch you any mark, or it doesn't fetch you negative mark also, just it goes up 0. So the level of questions will be of MCQ, multiple choice questions you will have, and also numerical value type of question you will have for this JEE mains exam. Okay. So clear for all of you? So we have to attend 75 questions and 25 from each subject. For each correct question, you will get 4 marks. And if you're attending any wrong answer, from your total score, those questions will be subtracted, those marks will be subtracted, and unattempted will go for 0. Okay. So this is about the exam pattern and mark distribution for JEE mains. Got it? Now coming to the NEET. So what is the exam pattern and mark distribution for NEET? So here you can see the mode of examination is written examination, and duration is 3 hours and 20 minutes they are giving. Okay. And this NEET exam consists of 4 subjects: your biology, which consists of botany and zoology, physics and chemistry. Got it? And the same way, we have 2 sections here also. Section A consists of 35. You can attend all 35, or you can attend the questions which you know. Okay. And from section B, you'll have 15, and from that 15, you can attend only 10. You cannot attend all the 15. Okay. So totally, how many questions we are attending for each subject? 35 plus 10. So we are going to attend 45 questions for each subject. So 4 subjects we are having here. So 45 into 4 will become 180. So you'll have 200 questions in your question paper, and you can attend only 180. So the mark distribution is same here also, like JEE. For correct answer, you will get +4. For wrong answer, -1. For unattempted, it is 0. And here, the level of question will be of only MCQs. No numerical value type of question will be there. Only MCQs, full of choose the correct answer only. Okay. So coming to chemistry point of view, in chemistry, you are going to attend 45 questions out of 50. Okay. Section A consists of 35 and section B consists of 10. So these 45 questions you are going to attend from your class 11 and class 12 syllabus, from your reduced syllabus. So this year they have reduced the syllabus, no? So from that only you are going to attend. So I'll discuss the syllabus later. So before moving on to the syllabus, I just want to let you know the eligibility criteria for attending these 2 exams. So if you want to appear for this examination, you should have at least 75% marks, okay, in your +2 exam. And the one who is going to pass, since you are all belong to class 11 students, you're going to pass it on 2025 only, and in 2025 only you're going to appear for your JEE or NEET exam. Okay, this is the criteria. And coming to the syllabus for JEE and NEET for 2025, for both JEE and NEET, the syllabus is same only. Okay, so from this year onwards, the syllabus for both JEE and NEET, they are going to be same. And the good news is we have some reductions in the syllabus from this year onwards. So in chemistry, previously till last year, there were 30 lessons. 30 lessons. Class 11 consists of 14 lessons and class 12 consists of 16 lessons. So totally 30 lessons we used to have for chemistry. But now they have reduced almost 9 lessons got reduced. Okay, now we are having just 21 to 22 chapters only. So it is a very good news for you guys. And coming to the physical chemistry chapters of class 11. So the first unit under physical chemistry is some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay, some basic concepts of chemistry, and some topics are reduced here. That is the physical units and measurements. Those topics are reduced, and the topics which are covered here are matter and its nature, Dalton's atomic theory, concept of atom, molecule, element, and laws of chemical combinations. And in that, atomic and molecular masses are discussed, mole concept, molar mass, percentage composition, empirical and molecular formula, chemical equations, and stoichiometry. So out of these, this empirical and molecular formula calculation is very important. Okay. So here we would discuss the just the definition for atom, molecule, element, etc. And the calculation of molecular masses is important. And mole concept is again a very basic topic to your whole physical chemistry. Okay, just a second. Just a second. Okay, so the mole concept is your very important topic for your whole physical chemistry. Got it? So this is about your first lesson of some basic concepts of chemistry, of physical chemistry. Then coming to the second chapter, which is atomic structure. The nature of electromagnetic radiation, the photoelectric effects are given here. Photoelectric effects topic is very important. Okay. And next you're having Bohr's model of a hydrogen atom. So Bohr's model is again an important topic for you for both NEET and JEE. Then energy of an electron, radii, everything you'll be discussing under this Bohr's model, and limitations of Bohr's model is there. And de Broglie relationship, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So we have one formula here in each case. So we are going to study just the formulas from these topics, and the new topics which is getting included in the new syllabus is this quantum mechanical concept. Okay, quantum mechanics. This part is included as a new chapter for NEET students. Previously, it was not there for NEET, but it was there for JEE. But this year, they have included that part for NEET students also. Okay. So here you will be we'll be discussing about the wave functions, variation of psi and psi square. It is psi square, okay, with radius for 1s and 2s orbitals, and quantum numbers concepts are very important. There are 4 quantum numbers: principal, angular, magnetic, and spin quantum number. That is very important. And shapes of the orbitals, they are also very important. And rules for filling up of electron. There are 3 rules: Aufbau's principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, and Hund's rule. Those 3 rules are very important for your the whole entire chemistry. Okay, so these topics will be discussed under atomic structures. That is your second lesson, okay, of physical chemistry. Then coming to the third lesson of class 11 under physical chemistry is chemical bonding. So just mark this lesson as very important lesson. Very important lesson for your whole chemistry, especially for inorganic chemistry. This part is very important. Okay. So in this lesson, we'll first discuss about the Kozel-Lewis approach to chemical bond, and something related to ionic and covalent bonding. Some definitions we study, and under each topic, we do some terms, okay, like Paget's rule, what is dipole moment. So those things are involved. And coming to the theories, there are 3 main theories here in this lesson. So the first theory is BSEPR theory. Second theory is valence bond theory. Third theory is your molecular orbital theory. Okay. So totally we are having 3 theories in this lesson, which are very important. So all these three theories concentrate on the molecules, and the structural informations related to that molecules will be discussed. Like why two atoms have to come and form the bond, what is the reason for the formation of bond, and while forming the bond, what is the structure they are getting, and why this type of structure is formed, why not that structure. So those things are discussed here in this three theories. Okay. So there will be some disadvantages also here in the first and second theory. So now third theory doesn't have any disadvantage. So all the structures of the molecules are now designed on the basis of this molecular orbital theory, which is very important. And for the last 2 years, so most of the questions were asked from the VSEPR theory only. For the last 2 years, so most of the questions were from VSEPR theory. It is one of the very easiest theory among these three. Okay. So very less concept, and it is very easy also. And the questions were also asked from this VSEPR for the past 2 years. That is for 2023 and 2022 for both JEE and NEET. Questions were asked from this. And we don't know about 2025 though. So we have to prepare for everything. Okay. So coming to the next lesson, the chemical thermodynamics. Chemical thermodynamics. So the fundamentals of thermodynamics and the first law, second law are included here. It is again an important lesson, very important lesson for your pure physical chemistry. So chemical bonding, that lesson can be included in inorganic as well as in physical. But in the syllabus, which is getting released from NTA and NMC, the chemical bonding is listed under physical chemistry. But it is a very basic lesson to all the chemistry. But anyway, this classical thermodynamics is a pure physical chemistry lesson where in which it includes more formulas and more theoretical type questions will be avoided, and only numericals will be asked from this lesson. Okay, so you have to prepare very well for to attend the questions from this lesson, since it is very important. So more number of questions can be asked from this lesson, and from this year onwards some deletions are there, no? So they can ask, already they used to ask some 2 to 3 questions from this lesson for NEET, and same as that of JEE. But this lesson, from this year onwards, we can expect around 4 to 5 questions from this thermodynamics. Okay, it is very easy only. All the questions may not be full of consisting of numericals. There is also some theory questions also. Theory questions in the sense they will ask from the formulas, some straightforward formulas are asked. Like in case of 2021 and 2022, last year and last before year, one question from this thermodynamics were asked from the formula only. There is CP-CV relation formula, no? You might study from this lesson. CP-CV relation formula for 1 mole of an ideal gas. And the relationship between delta H and delta U were asked last year. So such kind of very easy questions are also asked from this lesson. But for JEE students have to prepare very well for the numericals that are going to get appear for this from this lesson. Okay. And here third law is omitted. Only second law and first law are there for your exam. Okay, and for fundamental concepts, system and surrounding, that we have to study for our understanding. This internal energy part is very important. Okay, for first law, internal energy is very, very important. And question can be from any topics here. We cannot mention that this topic is important, that topic is important for this particular lesson. But anyway, all the topics are important here. Okay. So coming to the second law, the spontaneity. So we have to concentrate more on the spontaneity. So that I will teach you. Okay. And Gibbs free energy, which is delta G and delta G naught for the system, and the relationship between delta G naught and equilibrium constant, which is called as Kc. That is also a kind of relation only. From that also you will get numerical type of question only. So what we have to do, We have to study the formula and we have to practice problems from those topics, that how to apply the formula to the question. Okay, you have to solve n number of problems to get good marks from the questions which are asked from this lesson. Okay, so this is about your chemical thermodynamics. I'll move on to the next topic, which is equilibrium. Equilibrium is again an physical chemistry lesson. Okay, so some meaning of equilibrium, it is also important. Equilibrium is also important. Okay, so you can see a number of topics given under this equilibrium lesson. So equilibrium here includes both chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. So this part consists of chemical equilibrium, and from this onwards, ionic equilibrium starts. And under ionic equilibrium, there are three acid-base theories: Arrhenius, Bronsted-Lowry, and Lewis. So all the three are very important. And coming to the next point, the buffer solutions are very important. And here also all the equations you have to study. Okay. Then I'll move on to the next topic, redox reaction. Redox reaction is one of the very simplest, very small lesson in your whole 11th class. Okay, very small lessons. So you can complete that lesson within 2 to 3 hours. Such an easy lesson. Okay, you can see the topics. Just very few topics are under the electronic concept of oxidation reduction. What is redox reaction and oxidation, and the rules to determine the oxidation number, and how to balance the redox reaction. So these very few simple topics are covered under this lesson. It is one of the very basic lesson for your physical chemistry. So I told you, no, for inorganic chemistry, the very basic is chemical bonding. One more is there that I'll come to come later. Okay, for physical chemistry, redox reaction lesson is the basic lesson. Got it? So you should know what is oxidation reduction. Then only you can do all the reactions and do all the numericals. Got it? Okay. Now coming to the inorganic point. Inorganic chemistry chapters of class 11. So there are 6 physical chemistry chapters you're having in your class 11. So class 11 consists of 70% of physical chemistry. Okay, you have to concentrate more on physical chemistry from your 11th class. And inorganic chemistry, the first lesson is classification of elements and periodicity in properties, which is your periodic table lesson. I told you, no, chemical bonding is the first basic inorganic lesson, and this periodic table lesson is the second basic lesson. So these two are the basic lessons of your inorganic part. And this particular periodic table lesson includes your modern periodic law. It is modern periodic law and the periodic table which we are using now. So that periodic table related informations and blocks informations and the periodic trends in properties. Periodic trends and properties. The first property is atomic radii. Second is ionization energy. Third is electron gain enthalpy. So these 3 properties are discussed here. Okay, under the physical properties of elements. So under chemical properties, the first thing is valence and oxidation states. Okay, so these two are discussed under chemical properties. There are 2 properties. One is physical property. The first 3 will come under physical property. The remaining 2 are chemical properties. Those trends will be discussed. So one of the very basic and important to inorganic chemistry. And the second inorganic chemistry lesson is P block elements. But this P block elements is not included for your CBSE board exam. Okay, it is not there for your CBSE board exam, but this particular lesson is included for JEE mains as well as for NEET. But the good news is the whole lesson is not included for JEE and NEET. The most difficult part of this lesson got deleted, and only the very easy part of this lesson is included for JEE and NEET. So this is the good news for all of you. Okay. So in 11th class, group 13 and group 14 will be there. And in the old book and all, you can see this lesson under the topic P block elements 1. Okay, group 13 and group 14 would be discussed there. And in that you can see only general introduction and the general trends and unique behavior. General introduction, general trends, and unique behavior of the first element. Only these three topics are included. Group-wise study. Group-wise study for all the compounds which are under group 13 and group 14, they got deleted. So this comprises the major part of this lesson that got deleted. One of the very biggest news for you people. Okay, so that is not included for you. So you have to study a number of compounds under that, and more reactions will be there, preparations, chemical reactions, physical properties for each and every compound you have to study and memorize. So that part got deleted. Okay, so these two are your inorganic chemistry chapters of class 11. And coming to organic chemistry, the first topic is purification and characterization of organic compounds. So these two lessons you can find in your NCERT book as a single lesson under some basic principles of organic chemistry. Okay, so in your NCERT book, the some basic principles of organic chemistry lesson is getting divided into two here, and they have named it as purification and characterization as one part, and the remaining thing as the other part. Actually, this would be the first half of the lesson. This would be the first half of that lesson, and this is the second half. You can find these topics in your lesson. Okay, and in the purification part, we are doing crystallization, sublimation. Some techniques are used, and qualitative analysis part, we are detecting the element, and in quantitative, we are doing the estimation and some calculation of empirical and molecular formula is also discussed. So under that, some numerical problems are also solved. Okay, so we'll study about all these things in our class. And coming to the basic principles, so we are going to study the carbon, because organic chemistry is full of carbon and its compounds, right? So we have to study some introduction about the carbon, then classification of functional groups and nomenclature. So how to name an organic compound, both common name, which is called as trivial name, and IUPAC name, both are discussed under this. And reaction mechanism part, free radical, carbocation, carbanion, those are discussed. And electronic effects. There are 4 electronic effects: inductive, electromeric, resonance, and hyperconjugation. All 4 effects are discussed, and some types of organic reactions. So substitution, addition, elimination, and rearrangement. So these 4 reactions are discussed here in this organic reaction part. Okay, so the whole organic chemistry, both class and 11 and 12, so both consist of only these 4 type of reaction. Either you will substitute, or you will add a molecule, or you will eliminate a molecule, or rearrangement will occur. Other than these 4, you will not have any type of reaction, okay, in your organic chemistry for class 11 and 12. So this particular lesson is very important for your whole organic chemistry part. So we have 7 organic chemistry lessons out of 21 to 22 of your syllabus. And this is the basic lesson to all your organic. So what is the basic lesson to your physical chemistry? Can anyone tell me the basic lesson which I have told for physical chemistry? Can anyone let me know in the chat box about the basic lesson which I told for physical chemistry? Anyone? Does anyone remember? Or you can tell for inorganic also. Very good, Jeevan. Very good. So redox reaction is the basic lesson for physical, and periodic table and chemical bonding. Those two are the basic lesson for your inorganic, and some basic principles of organic chemistry, which are otherwise called as general organic chemistry. It is also called as general organic chemistry, GOC. Okay, this is the basic lesson for your whole organic chemistry. Got it? We have to concentrate more on this. So without understanding the basic concepts, you cannot build up the further lessons of your class 12. Okay. So these lessons are very important to concentrate. Conceptual understanding is very important to clear all the competitive exams. Okay, whether it is JEE or NEET or anything it can be. Conceptual understanding on the subject is very, very important than memorizing a particular part. Okay. So that is, I'll make it simple for you in the upcoming classes, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. You just read the topics on the same day which I'll teach you. Now I'll move on to the third lesson of organic from your class 11. It is hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons means hydrogen and carbon containing compounds, right? Hydrocarbons is hydrogen and carbon containing compounds are called as hydrocarbons. So here under this alkanes, alkenes, alkynes and aromatic hydrocarbons are discussed. Under all the four topics, the common things that is being discussed are, suppose let me take alkane. If I'm going to do with alkane, first I'll prepare the alkanes, right? Then what I will do? I will study the physical properties of those alkenes. What are physical properties? Something which can be measured using a physical instrument or like weighing machine, melting point apparatus like thermometer, etc. Those are physical properties like boiling point, melting point, solubility. Those will be discussed under physical property. Then we have prepared these alkanes, no? And using that alkanes, I will do some chemical reactions. So those are called as chemical properties. Then I'll study some uses of the alkanes. Then the topic ends there. Then I'll come to alkenes. Under alkenes, I'll prepare the alkene, physical property, chemical property uses. The same is for alkynes and for aromatic hydrocarbons also. Okay. All the organic chemistry lessons will go in this order only. First, you will prepare that particular compound, then physical, chemical, and uses. Got it? So this is the skeletal structure, main skeletal structure for all the organic chemistry lessons. And some new topics will be there. What are those new topics? Geometrical isomerism, conformations, acidic character. So all these will come under that I'll teach you. Got it? Okay, these three are your organic chemistry part from your class 11. So totally how many lessons I have discussed with you for class 11? How many lessons were there under physical chemistry? Can anyone let me know the number of lessons under physical chemistry? Under physical, there were 6 lessons, and under inorganic chemistry, there were 2 lessons, and under organic chemistry, there are 3 lessons. Okay. So out of 3, you can find only 2 in your book. That some basic principles I told you, no? So purification will come under some basic principles. So 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10 actually. But for your board exam, you will have only 9. That P block you will not have. So that is included here. So totally 10. Got it? This is about the class 11. And in class 12, we have solutions, electrochemistry, and chemical kinetics under physical chemistry. You see the proportion. In class 11, under physical chemistry, we had 6 lessons, no? But here only 3 lessons are there under physical chemistry. And coming to inorganic, P block 2. This is called as P block 2. P block 1 is of group 14 and 15. Sorry, group 13 and 14. And P block 2 consists of group 15 till 18. Okay. And again, this P block 2 is not there for your class 12 board exam. It is included in JEE and NEET. Okay. And D and F block elements is there. One of the very, very important chapter under inorganic again. And coordination compound is also very important. Some theories will be discussed there. So since you are all from class 11, I'm not going very detailed into the topics of class 12's topics, okay? And coming to organic, so in inorganic we have 3 and physical we have 3. Now coming to organic, so first lesson under organic is organic compounds contain halogen. What are halogens? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They are halogens, no? So you can find this lesson in your book as haloalkanes and haloarenes. So this is that particular chapter. Okay. And organic compounds contain oxygen, consist of your two lessons. One is alcohol, phenol, and ether, and the other one is aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid. So these two lessons are coming under a single topic in this JEE and NEET syllabus. Very important chapters. And organic compounds containing nitrogen is your amines lesson. Amines lesson, which is very small lesson and easy lesson. And biomolecules is coming under organic, but it is a biochemistry lesson. So that's why they have placed this under organic chemistry. Okay. So carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, nucleic acids. So these will be discussed here. And you have on biomolecules lesson in your biology also, no? I don't know whether you're having in class 11 or 12, but you're having in biology. So some parts of that will be studied here in chemistry under chemistry point of view. Some chemical reactions and the preparations of carbohydrates that will be discussed, and very few extra topics. That's about the organic chemistry of your class 12. So totally, yeah. One more thing. So this is the principles related to practical chemistry. Practical chemistry related principles are there, and that I will discuss with you. You cannot find this particular lesson in your NCERT book. Okay, it is a separate branch that I will discuss. So it is coming under organic. So 3 physical, 3 inorganic, and 5 organic lessons are there in your class 12. So in class 11, the major portion is given for physical chemistry, and in class 12, so the major part is given for organic chemistry. So organic chemistry has the highest weightage for NEET exam, and physical chemistry plays a big role in JEE exam. JEE is related with engineering, no? So physical chemistry is related with mathematical kind of thing. So you will get more questions from physical chemistry for JEE, and more questions will be asked from organic chemistry for NEET exam. Got it? So this is about the syllabus. And next, how to study. How to study all these 3 chemistry: physical, inorganic, and organic. So for physical, you have to first listen the class, and by listening the class, you will have the class notes. Then we'll and some months will go, and you have to do the revision. Every day you have to study. Every day you have to study. Once the chapter gets over, you have to start that chapter. You have to solve n number of numericals from that particular chapter to get physical chemistry. Otherwise, it will be difficult to score marks in physical chemistry. Okay. So by solving more number of questions only, you can get used to it. So that's why I'm saying. And you have to make formula sheets also. To avoid the confusions, you have to make the formula sheets for all the lessons once you are done with that particular chapter. Okay. So this is very important to score good marks in physical chemistry. Okay. So there is nothing much to study, or nothing much to concentrate on the theory part, because in physical chemistry you're going to get only problems and very few equations. That's all. Study the formula and apply. Study the formula and apply. Okay, in your questions, in your numericals. That's all. That's all about physical chemistry. In physical chemistry, they are not going to ask you some definitions. No definitions will be asked in physical chemistry. Okay, either formula they'll ask, or you'll get problems. That is numericals. Okay, this is how you are going to study for your physical chemistry. And the inorganic chemistry. Start with revising your basics of periodic table, which I have told you, and chemical bonding. And for inorganic chemistry, so your NCERT book is more than enough. NCERT book is more than enough to score very good mark in inorganic chemistry. You have to study each and every line of your NCERT. Okay, because some temperatures, some informations related to what can I say, equations, preparations, everything will be from your NCERT only. Structures, everything will be asked from NCERT. Okay, concept is from NCERT. Examples may be from out of that. Concepts will be from NCERT. Okay, so this is about inorganic. So without studying this periodic table and chemical bonding, you should not touch any of your other inorganic chemistry lessons like P block, etc. or your organic. Okay, you have to first study periodic table, then you have to study chemical bonding. After completing these two chapters only, you have to go for your organic, because without knowing the chemical bonding concepts, you cannot understand your organic part. Okay, so for organic, what you have to do, you have to start revising with GOC. What is GOC? General organic chemistry, that first lesson, that basic of your organic, which I have told you. And in each chapter you have to solve 600 to 800 problems. All the problems will be easy only, and all the concepts are also from your NCERT only. Got it? For both JEE and NEET, the concepts are from NCERT. So NCERT is the Bible, I can say, okay, for both JEE and NEET. So first you concentrate on NCERT. Concentrate on one book first. Concentrate on one book first, and you do that book for 10 times. Don't study many books. Okay, today this book and tomorrow that book. Don't study like that. So daily you have to study only one book. So you read your NCERT 10 to 15 times. It's not a problem. Okay, you have to understand. Don't go for n number of books. I'll give you some book list in the upcoming slides also, but first you have to concentrate on your NCERT. Okay, you can get very good marks in organic chemistry also if you are understanding the concept. Direct reactions will be taken from NCERT. Direct reactions, direct examples can be taken from NCERT. In your NCERT, there will be some in-text and exercise questions, no? So the same ditto questions will be taken and put it down in the question paper. You can go through your previous year's question paper also. You can find the same questions which are there in NCERT in your question papers. Okay. And I'll give you some books for inorganic chemistry for JEE, NCERT, and JSWAL level 1 for JEE mains. And the previous year's questions you have to solve. Okay, that is very, very necessary. Then only you will come to know, okay, that how questions are asked and how they are, how NTA is framing the questions. So only then you will get to know about it, about the framing of questions. And JDL for advanced. For advanced JEE advanced, JDL you can use. For NEET students, NCERT and PYQ, that is more than enough for inorganic. If you want to solve, you can solve from JSWAL also, no problem. Okay. And coming to organic, NCERT, MS Chauhan, previous year's questions, and Cengage books can be used for JEE. And for NEET, I told you, no, NCERT is the Bible, so that you can use with previous year's questions. Okay. Coming to physical chemistry, you can use NCERT, Narendra Avasthi book, N. Avasthi, previous year's book again, and OP Tandon, KL Kapoor for advanced. So these things can be used for JEE students. And for NEET, I would suggest again the same NCERT and previous year's book. But NEET students also can go through this Avasthi and OP Tandon book and all. Okay. So for physical chemistry, you can use these books. NEET students can use JEE books also. Got it? So this is all from my side. And above all, I would like to just tell you one thing. Consistency is very important for all of you. What is very important? Consistency is very, very important. What is consistency? Giving time to a particular subject every day. Okay, you have to spend at least 1 hour for each subject in a day. Every day you have to study. Today chemistry, tomorrow physics, day after tomorrow biology. No, this will not work out for clearing NEET and JEE. Okay, so every day you have to give time for all the subject. Suppose if I am teaching one reaction for you today, so you have to complete that reaction by that day itself. And tomorrow you have to revise that particular reaction which I taught you today. Then only you have to go for the that particular day's class. Okay, and if you're going for the third day, revise the first 2 days class notes, then go for the third day class. So by doing this only, you can get very good marks in both of your NEET and JEE. Okay, so this is the secret behind getting good marks in both the examinations. Got it? So this is all I want to say to all of you. And from tomorrow onwards, we can start the class. So tomorrow, I'll start with GOC, General Organic Chemistry. I'll start tomorrow. Okay. So if you are having any doubts or if you want to ask me anything, you can ask now. Bhavana, Maleshapa, Suresh, Valli, and 2 others are there. I don't know their names. Yeah, Jeevan and Shivanagar. Okay. So students, if you want to ask me anything, you can ask now. If you're having any doubts, you can ask regarding the examinations and syllabus. You can put it in the chat box. So you guys are not having any doubts or? Okay. Okay. Okay then. Thank you so much to all of you for listening to today's lecture. And at 3 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to gather again and we are going to discuss the general organic chemistry. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.